This is Triple M's FIFO Life, and I'm joined by Chris Daws, CEO of Estrella Resources. How are you, Chris?
Ray, I'm very well, thank you. I'm very well to be here, and thank you for your listeners listening in.
Now, tell me a bit about Estrella, for anyone who may not know the company.
Estrella Resources is a West Australian-based minerals exploration company. Our key projects are located 80 kilometres northeast of Kalgoorlie. We've been working out there for a couple of years. And we've had a bit of success over the last few weeks drilling some nickel sulfides, which is rather exciting.
Now, you had a major re-rate upon a discovery out there. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, look, it has been captured by the market. Australia Resources was a very small junior or small exploration group. We had limited capital. Only a few weeks back, we committed a fair chunk of our resources, probably only $1 million or so in the bank to go drilling. At our flagship project out at Carboyd. Our market capitalisation at the time was somewhat small as well, probably around a $5 or $6 million market cap on the Australian Stock Exchange. But the last couple of weeks since we've made this significant discovery out there, our share price has appreciated quite considerably, and I think today over $50 million worth of stock traded hands, and market capitalisation sort of pushing closer to $135 million in value.
Now, you mentioned you've been doing some work out there for a while. Just how long have you been out there?
Yeah, look, it's been a couple of years. We've had a couple of false starts, you could say. We've drilled a number of holes in a number of prospects, looking to what we were trying to find the source of the Carboyd nickel pipes that were mined by WMC in the nickel boom, found in the late 1960s and then mined in the 1970s by Western Mining Corporation. We've been out there for a few years and drilling a few holes around the place and a few targets that we've generated from some surface geophysical work, and not all the holes you drill are successful, but we drilled a hole with a 600 metre depth. It took some brave souls on the board of my company to give me the commitment to allow me to use a fairly substantial pool of our funds to drill these holes. But fortunately for us, it has been successful. We have hit looks like high-grade nickel and copper sulfides at about 400 metres below surface, and from here it's all about trying to find the extent of that mineralisation, so extremely exciting.
So any idea yet just how big it could be?
Yeah, look, it is currently open in all directions, and look, one hole doesn't make a nickel mine, but certainly, as you can see by the reaction of the marketplace, it's captured the imagination of the investors and some fairly well and deep-pocketed individuals. We've done what they call downhole geophysical surveys, which we released some information on that just recently. And what that tells us is that we have a conductive body that is a massive conductive source, which we believe to be the extent at the extremities of the modelling of our downhole geophysical survey. So the actual survey in this particular hole cannot see beyond the extent of where we think mineralisation may lie. So it goes out 100 metres in every direction at the moment, and so thus we need to drill more holes and more downhole surveying to see the extent of what we've drilled. And we've drilled what we call massive sulfides, which is what everyone's looking for, and that's what you mine in these particular ore bodies, and that's what's got a considerable massive metal in it. And from what we can see so far with the one hole and the geophysics, is that it is going to be a substantial body of mineralisation and an extremely important discovery for Western Australia.
So what's on the cards now? What's the next move?
Well, it's foot to the floor. This changes the direction of the company considerably. We'll certainly ramp up executive levels and personnel. We're moving in more drill rigs into site as we speak and expanding the exploration camp. We've got our major shareholders and funding and exercising options. We've got about $20 million deep in the money now in our options, and they're helping fund this expanded program. We've committed to another 5,000 metres of diamond drilling to test around this hole that we've drilled that's hit the nickel mineralisation, and I think we'll be drilling for a number of months yet, and that will probably continue on into the new year. And drilling out these ore bodies doesn't happen overnight. We'll probably be there for another six to 12 months before we really know what we're dealing with. We think we've tagged the toenail of the elephant is what we're seeing at the moment.
Fantastic. Sounds good. Best of luck. Thanks for your time today.
Thanks, Ray. Thanks, listeners. And thanks, shareholders, if you're out there. Thanks very much for your support.
Still to come this morning on FIFO.